In the game files for the Marvel Snap update to date, data miners have found references to 4 upcoming bundles that will be available in the shop over the course of February. Today's video is going to give you the rundown of the value of those contents in comparison to other things that you could be spending resources on in Marvel Snap. As is always the case when I talk about data mined information, though, you should note that these things are potentially subject to change before they eventually go live in the client. That being said, let's go ahead and dive on into talking about the first one. The positively charged bundle that will be available in the shop from February 7th through February 28th heralds the return of collector's tokens inside of the bundles, something that was notably absent for all of the month of January. The positively charged bundle will cost a whopping 8,000 gold. It will contain 6,000 credits, 3,000 collector tokens, 155 Mr. Negative boosters, a Be My Valentine title, and a Mr. Negative avatar and variant of that avatar. Now, let's dive on into the numbers of this particular bundle. The first thing to note is that the credit to gold ratio is actually kind of low on the positively charged bundle. You're only getting 0.8 of a credit for each gold spent. The normal credit to gold ratio, if you are purchasing credits daily in the Marvel Snap shop, is 1.25, meaning if you spent 8,000 gold on purchasing credits directly, you would be walking away with 10,000 credits for your 8,000 gold. That being said, the positively charged bundle is not coming with just credits. It's also coming with collector's tokens as well as variants. Let's assume for a minute you don't care about the cosmetics in the bundle at all, and you want to try and approximate the value of 3,000 collector's tokens. Now, it is noteworthy that it is not directly easy to calculate the value of 3,000 collector's tokens, as they are not a resource that you can purchase directly for gold or otherwise. That being said, if we quantify the approximate amount of collector's tokens that you would get from the collection level track with the additional 4,000 credits that you could obtain from spending this gold amount on credits directly, we know that you get approximately 500 collector's tokens per 2,000 credits that you spend to progress up the collection level track. That means the additional 4,000 credits that you would obtain from purchasing credits directly instead of this bundle would turn into approximately 1,000 collector tokens. In short, this means that purchasing the positively charged bundle for 8,000 gold as opposed to spending it over time on 10,000 credits ends up netting you an additional 2,000 collector tokens, meaning if you have 8,000 gold to spend, it looks like the positively charged bundle is a worthwhile thing to spend that gold on instead of buying credits directly. The Birth Pool bundle, coming in at 3,200 gold and running from February 22nd until March 3rd, contains 3,200 credits, 1,500 collector tokens, 291 Deadpool boosters, a title, a Deadpool avatar, and a variant. This is the first kind of mid-tier price point we've seen for a bundle that contains collector tokens in Marvel Snap so far. As a reference point, completely free-to-play players in Marvel Snap acquire approximately 2,000 gold per month, and if you're a minnow spender picking up the season pass only, you get an extra 900 gold on top of that. This means in about 1 month with $10 spent, you'll build up enough resources to pick up almost the entirety of this Birth Pool bundle. As you can see here from your screen, the credits to gold ratio in this is exactly 1 to 1, which is slightly under the 1 to 1.25 ratio that you get when purchasing credits directly. However, the 1,500 collector's tokens easily offsets this small difference in raw credits to gold ratio. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this Birth Pool bundle ends up being the most successful bundle Marvel Snap has run to date. The fact that it is purchasable for gold makes it accessible to not only small and medium spenders, but also completely free to play players as well. And 3,200 gold as a price point means you're not really saving up for a terribly extended period of time like you would be for one of the bigger bundles like the positively charged one that we highlighted a moment ago that costs a whopping 8,000 gold. Hopefully this bundle ends up being fairly successful and we'll see something at this price point with these resources in it available every single month moving forward. Fingers crossed. Normally in these bundle breakdowns, I try to focus purely on the progression aspect that the bundles provide in terms of advancing your account and collection level. But the second two bundles that have been data mined actually don't have any collection progress attached to them based on what the data files say. So a bundle for 2,000 gold containing Scarlet Witch as well as Vision will get you these card variants as well as an avatars to go along with them. And then a second 2,000 gold bundle containing this Daredevil variant as well as this Elektra variant again contains no boosters or currency of any kind. It is purely buying two variants for gold on a limited timer. Since we're throwing up variants here anyways, this is also the Deadpool variant that will come with the Birth Pool bundle, and this is the Mr. Negative variant that will come with the Positively Charged bundle. All in all, I really like the look of the data mines on all of these bundles. I'm definitely glad that we're seeing collector's tokens available for purchase on a one-off again inside of the token shop. When it comes to a one-to-one comparison, the Positively Charged bundle is a little bit worse than the first Cyber bundle that we saw back in November, but it's still good value compared to just spending the gold on credits directly like we highlighted earlier in this video. I think the big takeaway from this though is the fact that they're experimenting with more mid-sized bundles like we see with the Birth Pool. I think if something like the Birth Pool bundle is going to become somewhat regular inside of the Marvel Snap shop, it is a sure sign that any type of small or medium spender should likely be saving their gold purchases or money that they're putting in to get extra gold for bundles like this, as opposed to buying credits or missions directly. I also really like the fact that it looks like the variant focused bundles with the pairs of variants actually aren't offering any credits. In the past, these variant bundles had a really abysmal ratio of credits to gold, which made it kind of feel like a bad progression bundle, but also kind of like a cosmetic bundle. And the fact that it's purely variants and avatars, it looks like, puts it firmly in the you should only be getting this if you like the cosmetic camp. I would definitely love to hear in the comments down below what your thoughts are on these bundles. Do you agree with my take that it looks like Second Dinner is moving in a reasonable direction with these things, or do you think there is something that needs to change or look a little bit different in what these bundle deals tend to have in them to make them more worthwhile moving forward? As always, if you enjoyed any of my personal ramblings on this topic, I would encourage you to snap that like button as a completely free way for you to help this content reach a few more people out there. If you happen to be new to the channel as well, consider subscribing. You made it almost all the way to the end of the video here, so you probably liked a lot of what you had to hear. I post Marvel Snap stuff here 7 days a week, breakdowns like this one, deck highlights, and other tidbits about everything related to the game. I'd love to see you back again soon. Speaking of, be sure to check back again on the channel later today for a deck highlight featuring some freshly buffed Wolverine. Thanks for watching. Catch you real soon, folks.